So I'm here at EGX for Birmingham Eastside Tech, and we're just outside Winlands. So do you want to introduce yourself for me, please?
Hi there, I'm Luke, and I'm the community manager for SciTech Games.
Fantastic. And do you want to tell us about Winlands? What's the game like?
Yeah, sure. So Winlands is a built for VR platform exploration adventure game. It is a awesome single player focused adventure with about 6 or 7 hours of story content. If you were to play for it casually, we've also got some side sort of challenge missions. We recently introduced something called Playgrounds that you can mess around, and we've got some challenges in there as well. So all in all, about 25 hours plus content. We've got collectibles and all sorts of other things that you can discover and explore as well.
Fantastic. So why should gamers be excited for Winlands?
Basically, there's nothing quite like it at the moment. I think we're very, very excited to bring it to consoles. We started on PC, and this is just on standard PS4 hardware today. We've got the big lighting build, so it's been taken to a new level graphically, because we had the real-time lighting system before when we were building the maps, and now we've been able to make the lighting, which has increased performance as well. But it's you've just got free movement. You're not tethered to anything. There's no teleportation. It is a full locomotion game. We do say that we're an intense title as well. We've got warnings. You can just go at your own pace. There's no combat. There's no threat. It's literally just an adventure. You literally just can do what you like, and with the grappling hooks as well, the main sort of movement locomotion mechanic can swing around, and that's sort of the basis for player exploration. We've got these massive open worlds that you've got to get the power crystals. I should talk about the lore. I should talk about the lore of Winlands, right? So the lore of Winlands, it's a massive floating sky city. You play as a guardian of the wind. And basically in the story there's some terrible stuff going on, and you've reawoken to sort everything out and be the hero. So it's a journey. You take this journey yourself, and we've got like this overseer voice, and there's more story behind that. Simo, he was here yesterday, he's our sound guy, our music guy, and he does the narration as well, and he's got a very distinctive voice. He's based in Finland, and he's done such an awesome job with the narration, and you really feel compelled. Me personally, you just feel compelled to carry on and discover the story. So you could go and get a power crystal and be like, I just want to swing around for a bit, or go and do a challenge, and you can take it at your own pace. And we've got leaderboards built in as well, so you go into the challenge things, and there's like a rock with the time, so you literally don't exit VR. There's no menu to look at the leaderboards, and we've just thought of everything essentially.
So it's kind of seamless then.
Yeah, absolutely, and we've got loads of different control methods, different layouts, we've got comfort options, but some of the most important things, because this started out as an Indiegogo title, and we all kind of joined forces to finish the game. It's been about 3 years to make this, and the community, when they were trying the old alpha demo back when it was a demo, you could grapple to grass as well. And we wanted to keep the challenge, because originally it was going to just be a parkour game, and we added the hooks for to add interest, and we just had this really cool formula that people were like, this is almost like the Super Mario 64 in VR, and so we've got an easy, normal, and hard difficulty. So easy, you can just jump in, you can grapple to anything you like, you can grapple to any surface. Normal, you can only grab onto trees. But there's a few more trees based around the levels. In hard mode, that takes trees out. So you've got you can set the challenge. You can literally customize it however you want to play it, really. So
that's fantastic. So the customizing journey is obviously going to be the real sort of hook for the game, as it were. Pardon the pun.
Yeah, well, I mean, VR is difficult, and with a high locomotion game, we just wanted it to be as accessible to people. I mean, some people have turned up through the show and they've never tried virtual reality ever, and they've just absolutely adored it. So I've not felt an emotion, and I think that's due to we've got the snap turning on the fun stick, because instinctively people who play on consoles with control pads or PC, they're going to use the right fun stick to look around, and then they realise, actually I don't need to do that because I can look around. So the snap turning is there to turn you physically in the world at 45 degrees, and then you kind of understand everything. You start to build up the momentum. You look left, fire a hook, right, fire a hook, and you just it's amazing. It's so exhilarating as well. You've got the sound of the wind going past your ears. It's awesome.
It kind of strikes me that you don't have any fans here, just wind fans to kind of generate.
Oh, do you know something? Right, we were talking about this a couple of nights ago. If we had some travel fans, or we just somehow put fans there. I mean, there was a video not too long ago. Some dude had a leaf blower blowing on him in the HTC Vive, and we thought, we should have thought that because it would have like we've actually been fanning people with the leaflets at some point just for a laugh. So it's been good fun. Everyone's really had an awesome time.
So how important is it to bring a game like this to EGX and show it off effectively to the Birmingham gaming community and wider afar?
I guess with that sort of thing, you know, we're not AAA. There's about 15 of us. We're based all over the world, really. We've got an artist in Australia, Jessica Smith. There's some of us in London, Finland. You know, it's just great to have all of the team together, and it's a real honour actually for the indies to be at the front of the show this year. And it's really cool because people they're all really interested in this. And I guess it depends on like word of mouth for an indie title as well. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how all the financial stuff of it works, but it's really humbling to see so many people coming and checking it out. And it, like you heard today, like it spreads through word of mouth, and all the other guys on the other stands. We send people all over the place. So there's a real sense of community in the indie community. We all work together to help spread the word about each other because there's so many fantastic experiences here. Like everyone is just so awesome, and it's a real. I think if I was a member of the public, you know, I'd come in. I'd take a lot more away by, you know, I can talk to AAA people. But coming and talking to them, they're so passionate. We're all so passionate to be here, and it's such a privilege to be here to show off the work we've been doing. So.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, we've been here for effectively 3 days. This is our 4th day, and we're finally getting around to you guys. But you know, it's not even the developers that we've heard good things from. It's the show floor itself. You know, we've overheard conversations with people in passing going, "Oh yeah, Windlands was amazing. You have to go check it out." So obviously that must be a good boost for you guys.
Absolutely. I mean, social media has been fantastic. There's so many. We've had one guy. You know, I'm actually really humbled for this dude. He's actually on a crutch, and he stood in line for nearly an hour one day, and he came back every single day, and he's been in like 4 or 5 times. He absolutely loves it. He left some really awesome feedback for us. So that sort of stuff is just so freaking humbling. It's amazing that there's just so much love, and the sort of small community we have, they're very passionate about it. You know, we've got people posting speed runs, so they help other players if they're stuck, and just new players alike and returning.
We need to give that guy a code for the game, right?
Hopefully, but we gave him a T-shirt, and he was really chuffed with that. So he was really awesome. So yeah, it's been fantastic. Really appreciate meeting people like that. It's awesome.
So when can we expect to see Windlands released?
Okay, so we obviously we have this build approved by Sony for the show. We are on PC, Oculus Vive right now. We are in the consultation period still for PS4. We are fingers crossed. You know, that we get day one. We're close to it, but we're, like I said, we're still in the consultation. So it's launch window. Hopefully, we'd love to be day one. So we're working towards it. So hopefully we get it. Really.
Fingers crossed for you. So obviously you mentioned social media and the community you have there. Where can people find you on social media channels?
So we're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, obviously the Steam discussions as well. We've got all sorts of threads there where people leave their feedback, and we help anyone out who's experiencing any problems. We've got a high response rate. We're always watching, we're always listening. So yeah, and I think the community really appreciate that. You know, they've always reached out and say, "Hey, thanks so much for just being there." Like, we really try to keep up high response rate. And I'm always keeping an eye on things. Community manager, I need to be on the ball. So absolutely.
So we can find you. Is it at Windlands Games?
So our Twitter account is at Windlands_game. Us as a developer is at SciTech Games, and if you'd like to follow myself, you can ask me questions or whatever. That's at IRLucas. You can also find me through the SciTech Games account as well.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you for your time today, and obviously we wish Windlands all the best in the future, and we can't wait to see it.
Excellent. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
It's always right. Get the hang of it. It's quite comfy.
Yeah? Huh?
I told you I'd get the hang of it eventually.
Yeah. It's a tutorial.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it took so long. It was like trying to...
Now the system starts to reboot. Now the system starts to reboot.